The lifestyle of the Amish is a mystery to many, but the lives of their women are shrouded in even deeper secrecy. Behind their modest clothes and serene expressions lies a world of unique traditions, strict rules, and unspoken responsibilities that most of us can hardly imagine.
Today, we're uncovering 15 things Amish women don't want you to know. From their strict rules about appearance to the roles they fulfill in their families and communities, these secrets offer a rare glimpse into their unique way of life. Some of these might surprise you, while others might make you appreciate the dedication they have to their beliefs. Number 1. No makeup, jewelry, or fashion accessories. For Amish women, beauty isn't something you buy at a store or apply with a brush. Instead, it's about character, kindness, and humility. As part of their commitment to simplicity, Amish women avoid makeup, jewelry, and other adornments that could be seen as vain. The belief is that beauty should come from within and that outward appearances shouldn't distract from spiritual life. Their modesty extends to their clothing. Amish women wear plain dresses, often handmade, with muted colors and no patterns. Their wedding bands, if they wear them, are simple and unadorned. Unlike many modern women who view accessories as a way to express individuality, Amish women see such items as unnecessary distractions. They find pride in their plain appearance, which reflects their inner values and the humility their faith demands. While this lifestyle might seem restrictive to outsiders, Amish women embrace it as liberating. By removing the pressure to follow beauty standards or trends, they focus on deeper, spiritual fulfillment. They don't spend hours in front of mirrors or racks of clothing, trying to perfect their looks. For them, the absence of these societal expectations creates space for meaningful connections with their families, faith, and community. Amish women see their simplicity as an act of faith and a quiet statement against materialism. While the world around them constantly changes, their beliefs remain steadfast. True beauty doesn't need decoration. Number 2. Strict hair rules. An Amish woman's hair isn't just part of her appearance, it's a sacred symbol of her faith. According to Amish beliefs, hair is a gift from God and must remain uncut to honor His creation. As a result, Amish women never cut their hair, instead growing it long and treating it with care as a sign of obedience and spiritual devotion. However, their hair isn't left loose or styled for attention. It's always neatly pinned up and covered with a prayer cap or bonnet, further reinforcing their commitment to modesty. The type of prayer cap they wear is significant too. Married women wear white caps while single women wear black ones, making their marital status clear to the community. This tradition is taught to girls from a young age. They learn not only to care for their hair, but also to respect its symbolic meaning. Amish women believe that covering their hair protects their modesty and keeps their focus on spiritual matters rather than physical appearances. It's not just a rule, but a cherished part of their identity. To outsiders, this practice might seem overly strict or outdated, but Amish women see it differently. For them, it's a reminder of their faith and their unique role within their community. It's an act of humility and respect for their spiritual heritage. In a world that often emphasizes appearances, the Amish approach to hair stands out as a deeply meaningful choice. By keeping their hair uncut and covered, Amish women stay true to their beliefs and demonstrate their dedication to a life of modesty and simplicity. Number 3. No buttons. To most people, buttons are a practical way to fasten clothes, but to the Amish, they're more than that. They're a potential symbol of vanity. Amish women avoid using buttons on their dresses because buttons can be shiny, decorative, and unnecessary. Instead, they rely on hooks, pins, or strings to fasten their clothing, ensuring their attire remains plain and humble. This tradition ties back to the Amish emphasis on simplicity. By avoiding even small embellishments like buttons, they reaffirm their commitment to modesty and their rejection of materialism. It's a subtle but powerful statement about their values. Dresses without buttons are designed for practicality as well as modesty. They're made to be comfortable and functional, allowing women to perform their daily tasks, gardening, sewing, cooking, and more, without the frills or distractions of modern fashion. Hooks and pins might seem inconvenient, but for Amish women, they're just another way to live out their beliefs. The absence of buttons also reflects the Amish desire to separate themselves from the influences of the outside world. Buttons are seen as part of modern, worldly fashion, a trend the Amish prefer to avoid. This decision may seem extreme to outsiders, but to the Amish, it's a meaningful expression of their values. Through something as small as a fastener, Amish women communicate their dedication to simplicity, humility, and faith. It's a reminder that even the smallest details in life can reflect deeply held beliefs. For Amish women, hooks and pins aren't just practical, they're part of a larger spiritual practice that prioritizes modesty over vanity. Number 4. Living without technology. Living without technology might seem impossible in today's world, but for Amish women, it's a defining part of their lifestyle. While most people rely on smartphones, laptops, and modern appliances, Amish women deliberately avoid these conveniences to maintain a life focused on faith, family, and community. This doesn't mean their lives are easy. Without washing machines, they do laundry by hand or with a simple wringer. Instead of ovens or microwaves, they cook meals on wood-burning stoves. Tasks like sewing and mending clothes are done without electric machines, relying instead on manual skill and patience. These choices stem from their belief that technology can distract from their spiritual and communal obligations. However, this doesn't mean Amish women live in isolation from progress. Many use alternative technologies like propane-powered stoves or lanterns, allowing them to balance practicality with their values. Some communities even permit limited use of solar power for essentials like lighting. What makes this lifestyle remarkable is their dedication to finding joy in simplicity. Amish women believe that modern technology can disrupt family relationships and lead to vanity or materialism. By avoiding it, they create a life that's slower-paced and deeply rooted in tradition. To outsiders, this rejection of technology might seem restrictive, but Amish women view it as liberating. It allows them to focus on what truly matters: their faith, their family, and their role in their community. Their choice to live without the distractions of the modern world reflects their unwavering commitment to a life of simplicity and devotion. Number 5. The sanctity of silence. Silence is golden, especially in Amish culture. For Amish women, silence isn't just about avoiding unnecessary noise. It's a spiritual practice that fosters introspection, peace, and harmony. In a world dominated by constant chatter and distractions, the Amish embrace quiet as a way to deepen their faith and strengthen their relationships. Amish women often begin their day in silence, using the early morning hours for prayer and reflection. This quiet time allows them to focus on their spiritual connection before the day's responsibilities take over. During work, silence is maintained not just out of habit, but as a way to concentrate fully on tasks like cooking, sewing, or gardening. Silence also plays a role in how Amish women communicate. Instead of loud arguments or public confrontations, disagreements are handled calmly and privately. This approach fosters community harmony and reinforces the Amish belief in humility and self-control. For outsiders, this commitment to silence might seem unusual, even isolating, but Amish women view it as a source of strength. It allows them to tune out worldly distractions and focus on their inner lives. They believe silence creates space for listening to God, to their families, and to their own hearts. In a noisy world, Amish women's dedication to silence is both countercultural and deeply inspiring. It reminds us that sometimes the best way to connect with others is through the quiet moments that speak louder than words. Number 6. Household duties. The daily life of an Amish woman revolves around household duties, but don't mistake these tasks for mundane chores. For Amish women, cooking, cleaning, sewing, and gardening are acts of love and devotion. These responsibilities aren't just about keeping the home running, they're a way to nurture their families and contribute to the community. Cooking is a central part of Amish life, with women preparing hearty meals from scratch using fresh, often homegrown ingredients. Bread is baked, vegetables are canned, and meals are shared around a table that symbolizes family unity. Cleaning is equally important, with homes kept spotless as a reflection of their values of order and discipline. Sewing is another essential skill, with Amish women making and mending clothes for their families. These garments are handmade, plain, and practical, reflecting the community's emphasis on simplicity. Gardening also plays a significant role, with women growing vegetables, herbs, and flowers that feed their families and beautify their homes. Amish women embrace these duties not as burdens, but as meaningful contributions to their family's well-being. They find pride and fulfillment in their work, knowing it strengthens their homes and communities. For them, every loaf of bread baked and every garment sewn is an act of faith and care. While these roles might seem traditional or limiting to outsiders, Amish women see them as empowering. By mastering these skills, they create self-sufficient households that thrive without relying on modern conveniences. Their dedication to household duties is a testament to their resilience, creativity, and commitment to their way of life. Number 7. Can't work outside the home. For Amish women, the home is their primary domain. While many modern women balance careers and family life, Amish women focus almost exclusively on domestic responsibilities. Married women, in particular, are expected to devote their time to caring for their families and managing the household. This doesn't mean Amish women don't contribute economically. Many run small, home-based businesses like baking, quilting, or making handcrafted goods. These enterprises allow them to support their families while maintaining their roles as homemakers. In some communities, women sell produce from their gardens or canned goods, blending domestic skills with entrepreneurial spirit. This tradition stems from the Amish emphasis on family and community. By staying home, women can provide constant care for their children, pass on important skills, and create a nurturing environment. Their work ensures the household remains self-sufficient, reflecting the Amish value of independence from the outside world. Some might see this lifestyle as restrictive, but Amish women view it as fulfilling. They take pride in their ability to manage a household and support their families through their work. For them, it's not about what they can't do, but about what they choose to prioritize. Through their roles, Amish women embody the community's core values of simplicity, family, and faith. Their contributions, though often behind the scenes, are essential to the success of their families and the preservation of their way of life. Number 8. Having children is mandatory. In Amish culture, having children isn't just a personal choice, it's a religious duty. Amish women are expected to bear children, often resulting in large families with 6 or more children. This tradition stems from their belief in the biblical command to be fruitful and multiply, as well as the practical need for strong family units within their agrarian lifestyle. Amish women see motherhood as one of their highest callings. They care for their children with unwavering dedication, teaching them the values, skills, and faith that sustain their community. From a young age, daughters learn how to manage households, while sons are taught the skills needed for farming or trade. These large families ensure that Amish traditions are passed down through generations. Childbearing is deeply respected in Amish culture, but it comes with challenges. Amish women often give birth at home, with little or no medical intervention, relying instead on the support of midwives or family members. This practice is seen as a way to maintain modesty and avoid dependence on modern healthcare. To outsiders, the expectation to have many children might seem overwhelming. But for Amish women, it's a vital part of their faith and community. Motherhood is not only a duty, but also a source of joy and purpose, connecting them to the past, present, and future of their way of life. Number 9. The rituals of courting. Amish courtship is unlike anything you'd find in the modern world. For Amish women, the process of finding a partner is steeped in tradition and closely tied to their faith. There are no dating apps or romantic getaways. Courtship is modest, purposeful, and entirely focused on building a lifelong commitment. The process typically begins during a young woman's late teens or early 20s. Courtship often starts after church services, where young people have a chance to interact in a group setting. If a young man is interested in courting, he'll ask permission to drive her home in his buggy. This simple act marks the beginning of a relationship. Privacy during courting is highly valued, but physical intimacy is strictly prohibited. A fascinating tradition called bundling is sometimes practiced, where a couple spends the night talking in the same bed, fully clothed and under strict supervision. This practice emphasizes emotional connection rather than physical attraction. Families play a significant role in the courtship process, offering guidance and ensuring the relationship aligns with Amish values. Engagements are often kept secret until a formal announcement is made, reflecting the community's emphasis on modesty. To outsiders, these rituals may seem restrictive or old-fashioned, but for Amish women, they ensure relationships are built on trust, shared faith, and mutual respect. Courtship isn't about fleeting romance, it's about preparing for a lifelong partnership rooted in faith and family. Number 10. Silent obedience during childbirth. Childbirth is a deeply private and revered experience in Amish culture, and Amish women approach it with quiet strength. unlike in modern hospitals where medical interventions and technology play significant roles. Most Amish women give birth at home, assisted by midwives or experienced family members. Silence during childbirth is seen as a sign of resilience and faith. Amish women are taught to endure pain with quiet dignity, believing that suffering is part of life's spiritual journey. This silence isn't about suppressing emotions but about trusting in God's plan and maintaining a calm, focused environment for both mother and baby. Home births reflect the Amish preference for simplicity and self-reliance. Without access to modern medical facilities, Amish women rely on traditional methods and natural remedies to manage pain and promote recovery. These practices are passed down through generations, creating a strong network of knowledge and support within the community. However, this approach can be challenging. Complications during childbirth may require emergency medical assistance, which the Amish seek reluctantly and only when absolutely necessary. Despite these risks, Amish women view childbirth as a blessing and a fundamental part of their role in the family and community. For outsiders, the idea of silent obedience during childbirth might seem overwhelming, but for Amish women, it's a profound expression of their faith and strength. It's a moment of connection to their heritage, their families, and their unwavering trust in God's guidance. Number 11. Significance of wedding dresses. Amish wedding dresses aren't just garments. They're symbols of lifelong commitment, humility, and faith. Unlike modern wedding trends with extravagant gowns and glittering jewels, Amish women wear simple, modest dresses on their wedding day. These dresses, often made at home, reflect the values of their community and are designed to last a lifetime. Amish wedding dresses are typically made of solid, muted colors, such as blue or purple, avoiding patterns or embellishments. The bride herself, along with family members, often sews the dress, imbuing it with personal and spiritual significance. The design is practical with no frills or lace, ensuring it can be reused for special occasions throughout the bride's life. One unique aspect of Amish wedding dresses is that they're worn again after the wedding, often for church services or formal gatherings. This reuse symbolizes the enduring nature of the bride's commitment to her husband, her family, and her faith. Unlike mainstream culture where wedding dresses are often stored away or forgotten, the Amish practice of reusing these dresses reinforces the community's values of simplicity and practicality. For Amish women, the wedding day isn't about extravagance or showing off. It's about joining two lives in a union that honors God and the community. The dress becomes a lifelong reminder of the sacred vows exchanged on that day. To outsiders, the simplicity of Amish wedding dresses might seem unusual, but for Amish women, they represent everything a marriage should be: humble, enduring, and deeply rooted in faith. Number 12. They cannot divorce. In Amish culture, divorce is almost unheard of. Marriage is viewed as a sacred and unbreakable covenant, meant to last a lifetime. For Amish women, this means entering into marriage with the understanding that there's no turning back. The Amish believe marriage is ordained by God and intended to reflect His will. As a result, divorce is seen as a failure to honor this commitment. Amish couples are expected to work through their challenges with the support of their families and community, who often play an active role in helping resolve conflicts. This belief doesn't mean that Amish marriages are free from struggles. Like any couple, Amish husbands and wives face disagreements and difficulties. However, the emphasis is on patience, forgiveness, and mutual understanding. Amish women are taught to approach marriage with humility and a willingness to compromise, viewing their role as a supportive partner who strengthens the family unit. In rare cases where a marriage becomes untenable, such as in instances of abuse, the community may allow separation, though divorce itself remains taboo. Even in these situations, both parties are expected to remain faithful to their vows, refraining from remarriage. To outsiders, the prohibition on divorce may seem restrictive, but for Amish women, it's a reflection of their faith and their commitment to preserving the sanctity of marriage. They view their role as wives as a calling, dedicating themselves to creating a harmonious and stable family life that upholds the values of their community. Number 13. Rumspringa phase. The Amish concept of rumspringa, or running around, offers young people a temporary period of freedom to explore the modern world. For Amish women, this phase can be both liberating and challenging, as it allows them to experience life outside their tightly knit communities before deciding whether to fully commit to the Amish way of life. Rumspringa typically begins in the late teens and can last a few months or even years. During this time, Amish women may wear modern clothes, use technology, or even attend parties, things strictly forbidden in their daily lives. This period is meant to give them a taste of the outside world, helping them make an informed decision about whether to be baptized into the Amish faith. However, this freedom comes with its own set of pressures. Amish women often feel torn between their curiosity about the modern world and their deep-rooted loyalty to their families and community. Many eventually choose to return, finding comfort in the simplicity and stability of Amish life. For outsiders, Rumspringa might seem like a wild, carefree time, but for Amish women, it's a deeply introspective journey. It's not just about breaking the rules, it's about reaffirming their faith and understanding their place within their community. Most return with a renewed sense of purpose, ready to embrace the responsibilities of Amish adulthood. Number 14. No education beyond 8th grade. Amish women receive a basic education that typically ends at the 8th grade. This schooling focuses on practical skills like reading, writing, and arithmetic, along with lessons in farming, sewing, and homemaking. The goal is to prepare them for the roles they'll assume in Amish life, rather than for higher education or professional careers. While some might view this as a limitation, the Amish see it as a way to prioritize the values of faith, family, and community. Higher education is seen as unnecessary for the simple, self-sufficient lifestyle they lead. Instead, Amish women learn through hands-on experience, whether it's working in the garden, helping with household chores, or assisting in community projects. This practical approach to education ensures Amish women are well prepared for their responsibilities. By the time they finish school, they're equipped with the skills needed to manage households, raise children, and contribute to their communities. For outsiders, the lack of higher education might seem like a disadvantage, but Amish women view it as freeing. They believe their education doesn't end with school. It continues through daily life, where they learn from their families, their community, and their faith. Number 15. Submitting to their husbands. In Amish culture, women are expected to submit to their husbands as the head of the household. This tradition is rooted in biblical teachings which emphasize the importance of order and harmony within the family. For Amish women, this means deferring to their husbands in public and entrusting them with major decisions. However, this doesn't mean Amish women are without influence. Behind closed doors, they play a significant role in shaping the direction of the family. They manage household finances, oversee children's education, and often run home-based businesses. While the husband may be the head, the wife is the heart of the home, ensuring everything runs smoothly. This dynamic is less about inequality and more about fulfilling complementary roles. Amish women view submission as an act of trust and respect, reflecting their commitment to maintaining a strong family unit. They take pride in their role as nurturers and supporters, knowing their work is essential to the family's success. To outsiders, this tradition might seem outdated, but Amish women see it as a partnership that balances authority with mutual respect. It's not about dominance, it's about unity, faith, and working together to uphold the values of their community. The lives of Amish women are filled with traditions and practices that may seem mysterious to the outside world. From their modest clothing and strict roles to their dedication to family and faith, these 15 things offer a rare glimpse into a lifestyle that prioritizes simplicity and spiritual devotion over modern conveniences. While some of these practices might seem restrictive, Amish women view them as acts of love, humility, and service. Their commitment to their beliefs and their community is unwavering, and their way of life reflects a deep sense of purpose and connection. Don't forget to hit subscribe for more fascinating insights into Amish culture and traditions. Let us know in the comments which of these surprised you the most or sparked your curiosity. And be sure to check out the video popping up here for more stories about the Amish way of life.